Okie dokies. Right, the magazine I've chosen is Classic Rock, and the main article is Pink Floyd. Right, let's get started. The use of the masthead on this magazine is quite impressive. It's got a special font to make it look like metal, complete with bolts and rust to create an aged effect, which is used to represent the main article of the piece. Pink Floyd. This is representative of the band because the rust connotes their long career and the bolts the legacy of the band, which is still intact. Above this are band names, which also serve as cover lines, because the magazine is very main picture orientated. For example, right here, Aerosmith. The band name is in a larger font than the pull quote underneath, to attract one-off buyers. The pull quote is used to make up for the lack of cover lines, and anchor part the cover lines. Heavy metal has taken the sex out of rock, obviously a direct quote from Steven Tyler, again helping to pull up one-off buyers. The main picture, however, is the driving force behind this magazine. Originally it was a 3D cover, and it made for an attractive looking magazine that would stand out amongst others, while using images stereotypical of representing Pink Floyd. The picture itself is very surreal. It just poses lots of different objects and places from the album covers, such as the prism, the hammers from the wall and the dark side of the moon, and it creates almost a montage of images. This is used to help set the tone of the magazine and directly address its audience, which in this case will be the people interested in 70s and 80s progressive rock, which is a niche audience, but the reputation or star persona of the band will attract buyers anyway. The main cover line does not need to be large because it will cover up the picture. Furthermore, it's used in a white font to not clash with any of the colours on the front cover, because this would draw the reader's eye away from the main pull of the magazine. All that is really needed is Pink Floyd in capital letters to help the reader associate what the main article will be. Underneath the main cover line, however, is a subheading in a pink colour, again a pun on Pink Floyd, which uses star persona to further help attract one-off buyers. I don't know if you can see, but it does say, according to David Gilmour, Roger Waters, Bob Ezrin and Alan Parker. Furthermore is the use of a sun-shaped circle that says free 15-track CD on it, and its shape and colour help it stand out from the rest of the page, and again adds as another selling point. But because this is not the original 3D cover, which is removable, there is no need to print pugs or barcodes on this cover because it is a waste of ink and money for the company, who obviously have already gone to great expense in creating a 3D cover. Now, the next bit we'll be looking at is the contents page, which is this. Okay, that's the contents page. Right. The contents page uses two main headings, that one and that one, and these are then split into a further 7 subheadings by gutters and then shared between them both. The use of italics and a sans serif font on the main heading suggests knowledge, begging the reader to read on. The page number next to the subheadings, there we are, is highlighted in red to create a contrast to the dominating white colour and draws the reader's eye easily. Each article then has a small paragraph underneath it explaining the article, while giving it a cliffhanger to tantalise the reader into reading on, or being brief and giving little away. A very good device to help coax customer into buying the magazine. Furthermore is the use of a banner, that one there, which says cover story on it. again pinning down the meaning of the picture and the large text in the middle of the page. Because again it draws the reader's eye and makes the magazine easy to navigate to all the important articles. There's also a continuation from the cover page in the use of the sun-shaped label. That one there. In the use of the sun-shaped label, which again is linked to the CD. The picture is again a full-page picture, which clearly denotes Pink Floyd, while connoting their pride in their work via their grins, and their sense of rebellion through the use of a Hitler-like salute. This again helps to clearly communicate to the audience what the bulk of the magazine is about, and is a very powerfully used mode of address. All of the contents itself is on the right hand side of the page, helping to draw more attention to the main article, Pink Floyd, behind the wall, and the picture itself, again because this is a strong selling point. Okie next is the double page spread. On the double page spread, the use of Pink Floyd imagery and colour schemes is maintained to clearly identify this as the main article. The front cover is now a picture on the recto page and is juxtaposed against graphics on the wall on the verso page to represent the wall from the album, stating this is the main article without reading anything, an example of Anchorage. The feature headline, Tear Down the Wall, uses lyrics from the original album as Anchorage, as well as writing in the style of Gerald Scarfe's original artwork on the album sleeve. It is again the red writing on a white background, continuing the colour scheme, which is creating a house style for the rest of this article. Beneath this is a lead, which has the band's name in capitals. Continue on the paragraph underneath is the use of drop capitals, again in the style of Scarfe. This then leads to into text being split into two columns in sans serif font. The use of the picture is particularly important in this piece because it connotes the breaking down of the wall between the reader and the band. Thus connoting by reading this article you'll be able to understand Pink Floyd's inner workings. The picture is cluttered yet intelligently crafted, again representing the band itself, surreal and ambitious.